I filmed this whole episode once already, and I deleted it like an idiot. I'm gonna do my best to make it more energetic. Dang it! 'Cause that's what you deserve, you 12 people that consistently watch my videos. That's what you deserve. What's up? I'm Trent Windsor, and we're here in search of the perfect shuffle. It's time for another segment of Clearing Out the Archives, where I shuffle my music, and whichever album pops up, that is the album I review song by song. If a song is more than 50% skippable, if I would skip it more than half the time that it comes up on shuffle, I say get rid of it. Cut it out. Just delete it. If it is less than 50% skippable, if I would listen to it more than half the time when it comes up, I would say it is a great addition for your perfect shuffle. Last time we shuffled our music, and the album that came up is Woodstock by Portugal the Man. Portugal the Man is an indie rock outfit that has been underground for a very, very long time, like 7 albums a long time, presumably because they're from Alaska. They do have a lot of Moose fans, though. When they released their 8th album, Woodstock, they went absolutely viral and saw a lot of commercial success. The real question is Portugal really the man? Let's find out as I review this album song by song. The first song is appropriately titled Number 1, and it features Richie Havens and Son Little. Here we're introduced to Portugal the Man's cool, dark, indie rock sound. It's very mysterious, it's very noir, it's got a very prominent bass, it always has some sort of synth backdrop, and of course John Gorley, the singer, has a very distinct voice. It's very nasally, very high-pitched, but not necessarily unpleasant. This song has a lot of echo in it. It's a little bit more electronic than many of the songs on this album. The problem with it is that it just really drags. There's nothing unique about it, nothing that really makes it stand out, nothing that makes it memorable. And that's a problem that we're going to see on a lot of the songs on this album. This song specifically sounds like a bad Gorillaz imitation. I'm not talking like that would be a bad gorilla imitation. I'm saying bad gorillas with a Z. This song is 60% skippable. The second song on this album is called Easy Tiger. While it does have a similar vibe, the production on this song is a lot more varied. You got some xylophone in there, you got some strings in there, it's actually got some samples in there, which makes it a little bit more unique, makes it a little bit more memorable. The opening line to the chorus of this song is, "Dumb coconut, can't break it open." This line is incredibly lame, but it's lame on purpose. The singer, John Gorley, he just has a soft spot in his heart for idiotic, stupid lines. He's actually said this is one of his favorite lines in the album. So while it is lame, it is asinine, it's purposeful, so, if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. I personally, not a fan. It comes with a very trippy music video. It's a lot of animated weirdness that kind of hails back to the album covers from their previous albums. Definitely worth giving a watch. This song is 40% skippable. The next song on this album is called Live in the Moment. Live in the Moment was the second most popular song on this album. It actually entered the Billboard Hot 100 at one point. It's received a lot of radio play. This is another one with a pretty cool music video. It features these giant puppet-like things using cars as skateboards and as segways. Unfortunately, this song just has a very generic melody, an incredibly generic chorus, and it's just very boring instrumentally, just so basic. So this song, I would say, is 65% skippable. Next on the album, we have Feel It Still. Feel It Still is the most popular, the most successful single from this album and from the band in general. This song actually won a Grammy Award, which is not necessarily indicative of it being a good song, but it is indicative of its popularity and its commercial success. This one actually has a really catchy melody, while still staying pretty minimal instrumentally. This one is kind of a modern bossa nova. It, weirdly enough, has a lot in common with Austin Powers' theme song.
Yeah, baby!
It's decent. It's a decent song. It's not amazing. Lyrically, it's nonsensical. It's worth keeping around. I would say it's 40% skippable. The next song on this album is called Rich Friends. Rich Friends has the same vibe as the rest of the songs on this album so far. It's got a pretty cool sounding verse. The verses really kind of drew me in, and I was getting pumped for the chorus. and when the chorus hit, it's just another generic melody. It's all about some druggie trying to get drugs, and you kind of see that in the super strange music video as well. Music video is a series of pop-up ads that tell some sort of story about a man and a woman doing drugs, getting wasted, killing each other. Really weird. You know, it's not the worst song on the album, but the boring and generic chorus really kills it for me. This one is 55% skippable. Song number 6 is called Keep On. This one actually has one of the more headbanging, energetic choruses on the album. On a lot of these songs, Portugal the Man is going for a certain feeling, a certain vibe that's very mysterious, very dark, very underground. But I feel like they sacrifice energy on a lot of the songs for that purpose. So gratefully on this song, we have a little bit more of a kick. We have something that's a little bit more exciting, and it really keeps you around for the back half of the album. Compared to the rest of the songs, this one has a lot more straightforward rock instrumentation, a lot less synth, and a lot less sampling. It kind of reminds me of Song 2 by Blur. This also has one of the most bizarre music videos I've seen in a long time. So bizarre, in fact, that I feel a little bit uncomfortable putting a clip of it in my video. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. I would probably suggest adults only. Music video aside, I think this song is 40% skippable. Song number 7 is called So Young. It's so slow.
It's so boring. It's so generic. It's so easy to forget.
It is 80% skippable. Get rid of this song. Song number 8 is called Mr. Lonely, and it features Fat Lip. This one also has a dark electronic sound, but on this track it's a little bit more lo-fi inspired. Once again, it's just boring. There's no energy, and there's nothing really captivating to make up for it. The rap verse from Fat Lip at the end, it's about as interesting as the rap verse on Rebecca Black's Friday, and it feels just about as obligatory as well.
Partying, partying.
Yes!
Partying, partying. Yeah.
This song is 75% skippable. The next song on this album is called Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave just feels like the third in a set of songs that soundtrack a dreary, dreary fever dream. With such forgettable instrumental performances, it's so hard for me to find something unique to say about each of these songs. Gratefully, there's music videos for more than half of them, so I will talk about that. The music video for this song is super weird. All of the band members fuse with their instruments thanks to some toxic goo that comes out. It's all claymation, it's all very interesting. 100 times more interesting than the song itself. This song is 65% skippable. This last song on the album is called Noise Pollution, and it features Mary Elizabeth Winstead. The track title also says that it features Zoe Manville, but Zoe Manville is a part of the band. That's like saying Sweet Child of Mine features Slash. This one actually has a pretty groovy chorus to it and is somewhat energetic, which is a huge change, and we've really only seen that one other time on the album. It still is dark, moody, electronic indie rock, but it has enough original ideas in there to make it stand out from the rest of this album. So this one as well is 40% skippable. And those are all the songs on the album. Tallying everything up mathematically, this album as a whole is 56% skippable. I feel like every single song on this album is the start of a good idea for a song. It is the bare bones of what could be a really great and very interesting track. But Portugal the Man has a hard time following through. I've actually seen them perform live. Back in 2013, they opened up for Panic at the Disco when I saw them in concert. And when I saw Portugal the Man, I instantly fell in love with their music. They were energetic, they had some incredible instrumental performances on stage, there was some wild solos, everyone was so into the music, and I loved it. And so my question is, where is that on the studio album? I think maybe it's like a jazz band. Jazz bands, they have their chord progression planned out before they play a tune. They also know what the rest of the band is going to do to vamp while the soloists play and interact with one another. The magic of a jazz band is in their live performance. The studio tracks never quite do them justice, and I think that Portugal the Man is in the same boat. All of these songs are just the chords and what the band will do, while another instrumentalist is performing, is soloing, is improvising, is making the song actually interesting. Maybe they just don't want to get pigeonholed into that one solo that everybody liked when they played it on the studio track, but it really leaves us with such a bare bones and ultimately kind of boring album. If you have the chance to see Portugal the Man live, I say do it. It's worthwhile. They are incredible stage performers. But unfortunately, this studio album fails to impress in the same way. All right, let's shuffle our music and see which album I'll be reviewing next. All right, we're just going to go into our music library here and go into albums and hit shuffle. All right, looks like the next album I'll be reviewing is The Eminem Show by Eminem. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those daggum notifications. Dang it. And go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Portugal the Man. Let me know what you think about this album in general. I will be linking all of the music videos from this album in the description below. Just a reminder, I've joined the app Stationhead. It's an app where anybody can have their own radio station. You can find me at Shuffle Perfect. My radio station is playing at all times, and it's all the stuff that I'm listening to right now. It's the stuff that I'm putting on the new editions playlists, along with the albums that I've been reviewing peppered in there. I'm Trent Windsor, and this is The Perfect Shuffle. The next song on this album is called Feel It Still. No, it's not.